Manic Pixie Dream vlog. This is your host, Caroline Georges. First of all, I would just like to start my vlog with a moment of gratitude. I'm really grateful I have a platform to put out my vlogs and express how I feel to listeners, to people who will listen to my story and to what I'm going through and to my experiences as a human being. I really want to say thank you. I really like doing this. I really, really love this, and I really love that people listen. No matter who you are, I really love that you listen. Um, what I'm really struggling with right now is how the fuck do you forgive people? How? I'm trying really hard to forgive, let go, and let God in my life and just trust that God knows what's best for us all as His children. You know what I mean? And that He loves me and He loves everyone and He wants what He's going to do, what is right for everyone, you know? But still, people have hurt me and I want revenge. You know what I mean? Like, I can't help it. And you know what my therapist says? You know what my therapist says? She says it's like a way of fighting back. You know what I mean? Like, revenge fantasies. I mean, this whole vlog started out as a revenge fantasy. It's a long story. But, anyways. No, let me work on how I can try to explain this, but Gone Girl was actually what was the movie that actually inspired me to do this vlog. Because I thought Amy from Gone Girl, I thought she was a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. I thought she was a Manic Pixie Dream Girl who went psychopathic because of the pressure she was under to be the Manic Pixie Dream Girl, to be the cool girl, you know? Her monologue, oh God, that thing where she's just like the cool girl. You have to be able to eat pizza and stay thin, and you have to love sports and be one of the guys and be able to, put up with him farting and shit. And you have to like anal sex and stuff. Like you have to be like into that to be cool. And it's like fuck yeah, like you do. Like you know what? I feel like because of how I look because I'm sorry, I don't want to come across as vain at all. You know what I mean? Like I don't, but it's like I know I'm beautiful. I know that, and I've used it to my advantage, and I think I'm very smart for that. It's a hustle, it's a way of life. It is being beautiful is a way of life, and I've made it my way of life, and but I was so concerned about what was on the outside that I stopped worrying about what was in the inside. And I got so obsessed with things that made me feel beautiful, and having power over men made me feel beautiful. I was so obsessed with becoming beautiful. I feel like it's like I was like, God, I turned into the shadow version of myself. And I'll tell you what, I don't want to add to the stigma of strippers. I don't want to add a bad name to strippers. I don't want to be a bad stripper. I don't want to be bad at my job, and I don't want to. I tell you what, I am very, efficient and effective and fair at my job. I am. I have my hustle. I have my way of doing things, and I make a modest living doing it. I don't like, you know what I mean? Like I have a small apartment. I have enough. For me to be lazy, for me to not work much. And the thing is that I just need a lot of time. I'm depressed. And I need a lot of time to rest. And I need a lot of time to think, because of a lot of things that happen to me. I have very little energy, and it's very hard to get the help that I need. But I'm doing the best that I can. So I think sobriety is the next step. Sobriety is the next step. I'm going to get sober and I'm going to get happy. I think if I'm happy, I think I'll be able to forgive people a lot easier. But because I am so unhappy, and men have caused a lot of unhappiness in my life, mark my words, they have. They know what they did. They know what they fucking did. They know how they hurt me. They know what they did, and they know how they hurt me. And for some reason, they don't care. Because there are some men out there that hate women and blame women for their problems, blame women for making them mad. And that's not fair. That's really not fair. That's never been fair to me. And you know what? I went a little psycho. I go a little psycho sometimes. I do. I have a temper. I get angry sometimes. And you know what? Good. I should get angry. You know? If you have ever abused me, if you have ever violated me, I should be angry at you. I should be. And I hope it means something to you that I'm trying not to. That I'm trying not to be angry at you. That I'm trying to see a hurting person, a broken person. And to that guy, I put out a vlog. And I was on coke. And I watched the vlog, and there was like drip coming out of my nose, and I was just like, ooh, gross. Like I looked so fucked up. And I was like angry, and I was pissed off, and I was in a bad mood. I had a foul temper, and I was just like going off on this guy. I had to go off, just like talking shit, fucking, like just like saying every mean thing I could think of to say about him. Every mean way of describing him. That's what I said. Everything, every mean thing. You know what I mean? And that's a problem I have. And my sister has this too, and so does my mother. And we learned this from our mother. My mother is like this. We can be kind of verbally abusive. Like, not verbally abusive, but we just, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, not verbally abusive, but we know how to twist a knife. We know how to cut you. We know what to say. Something I know about a man, nothing. Well, I don't know. I called him a hick. Because that's what, he's sensitive about that. I know that about him. I know that it hurts his feelings when people think of him that way. So that's why I called him. It was a choice. Doesn't mean it's how I really feel. I'm a stripper. Just because I'm a stripper doesn't mean I'm not smart. Just because I'm a stripper doesn't mean I don't care. Just because I'm a stripper doesn't mean I'm not passionate about things, and I don't care about things, and that I'm not outspoken about things. And then just because I'm a stripper doesn't mean I'm not any better. It doesn't mean I'm any worse than any other person. And he's a hick for not seeing that. If he's not seeing past me being a stripper, that's what makes him a hick. That's what makes him a dumb hick. But he's not a dumb hick, though. He's very smart. And that's why I think that's because that's what makes kind of how him hurting me so effective, is that he's a really awesome person. Why is this really amazing person hurting me? Why is this really amazing person out to get me, to make me feel bad? Why is this really amazing person that everyone else seems to love and adore and feel strongly about? Why is this person coming after me like this? Going after me like this? Why is this person doing that to me? And I just think about that Marilyn Monroe song, I'm Through with Love. Like, I'm through with love, I'll never love again. What is it? To say adieu to love, don't ever call again. And then what is it? You didn't need me, you had your share of slaves around you to humble and sweat. That's my favorite lyric. It's like, this guy did not need me. He did not fucking need me. He has a lot of girls at his disposal. He's a very good-looking guy, and he has a very good personality. He has a lot of girls around him. He didn't fucking need to do anything to me. He didn't fucking need to hurt me. He didn't fucking need to do that. I think he's a very selfish person for doing that, because he didn't need to. He had enough girls. That's why I feel so victimized. He didn't need to do what he did to me. Why is he such a freak? You know? Why is he so freaky to me? Why was he so freaky to me? I kind of feel like he bullied me or something. I feel pushed around. And it's hard when you have feelings of affection for somebody that you feel like is pushing you around. That's really hard. That's really hard to, I think, to kind of, that's a mind fuck for sure. A big mind fuck. Ugh. Well, let's see what's going on. So sobriety. I'm just smoking weed now. I'm on a medication that I can't drink, so I'm not drinking. And then I just had to stay away from Coke. I mean, gosh, okay. All right, so at work, right? At work, I just like to have something prepared, like a goodie bag per se for clients, right? And it's a good way of making tips to have like some sort of, like little perks about getting dances with you or getting VIPs with you, like perks for it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you get me naked, you get me dancing on you naked, and you get this as well. So that's like the difference between keeping them back there for like half an hour to an hour to 2 hours, 3 hours to even till like 6 o'clock in the morning. You never know. It's a lot of money. It can be a lot of money. And if you're funny, and if you're fun, and if you're charming, and if you're sweet, like me, yeah, you know what? Like all these guys that have fucked me over, like what's their fucking problem? I'm great. I'm fucking great. I'm amazing. I mean, I don't want to say that. I'm kind of like, I'm 3 days sober off of Coke, and I'm amazing. Why am I here? Like, why am I here? Like, this sucks. I want to be a mom. I really, really, really want to be a mom. I know that's like all I talk about and stuff, but like everyone thinks that because I'm a stripper, I'm Samantha, but I'm not a Samantha at all. I'm a Charlotte. I'm totally a Charlotte. I've always been a Charlotte. And I feel like I don't get to live a Charlotte life. I have to live a Samantha life, and I don't want to be a Samantha. I want to be a Charlotte. Ugh. Okay, well, oh, that was a Sex in the City reference. There's like the four girls in Sex in the City. So like Samantha is like the hypersexual one, and then Charlotte's like the really traditional one. She like wants to like get married and have a family and stuff, and yeah, that's always been me. That's always been me. Um, let's see. I wonder what is there else to talk about? I've just been kind of, oh gosh. Well, I am. I became a regular on Don Barris's podcast or the show, the Ding Dong Show. That's going to be regularly on Mondays at the Comedy Store. So that's good. That's a positive step forward, I think. It'll get me some exposure, like a little bit, not a lot, but a little, and and so it'll be a good way for me to network at the Comedy Store and try and get spots, so that'll be good, and then you know so that's a step forward. That's positive. I'm working hard. I really am working hard. And if you work hard, it pays off. It does. It pays off. So it's been paying off for me. Anyways, I'm just trying really hard to forgive. I'm trying really hard to forgive. But I don't have a lot of answers. I have a lot of whys I need to ask people. I have a lot of whys I need to ask a lot of men. I need to look a lot of men in the eye and just say, why? Why did you do that to me? Why did you do that? That was so hurtful. You really hurt me. You didn't have to do that to me. I want to look so many men in the eye and just ask them why they could be so selfish and hurting me so badly the way they did, whether physically, sexually, or verbally, or psychologically. Why did you do that to me? When I don't feel like I've ever been that bad of a person to have deserved that many blows in my life, that many devastations, that many times of being left just totally devastated by a man. You know how many times? How many times? How many times do I have to go through this? You know, like I heard a saying that like God is gonna test you. Oh, he's gonna test you until you pass. What's the test? What the fuck is this? Why do I have to keep being abused by a man over and over and over and over again until I pass what test? Like, what is it? What do I have to do to pass this test? Because I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I feel like I'm a delicate person. I'm a sensitive person. I'm a sweet, delicate, and sensitive person. And you know what? Men take advantage of women like me all the time. Men take advantage of delicate, sensitive women like me all the time. And they bulldoze us, and they're bullies. They're bullies. They see that we're sensitive. They see that we're weak. And they bully us. Like strippers, like escorts, like sex workers, like weak women, drunk women, scantily clad women, young women. Men are bullies. Men can really be bullies. And it's not okay. And I think that I'm serious. I think any man who has any intention of his internal soul moving on to heaven after this life is over, he needs to seriously consider how he treats women and how he's treated women. Because God is going to judge him by that. That is how God is going to judge him in his actions. You know, and I wonder what these men are going to say to God in the afterlife when they stand before God on Judgment Day. And God says, what did you do to Caroline Georges, who was so nice to you, who loved you, who cared about you, who wanted to help you and be your friend? What did you do to her? God is going to ask these men that. And these men will have to answer to God, whether in this life or the next. They will have to answer that question to God and pay for that in some way or another. Because if they're capable of hurting women like these men have hurt me, then they are not saved. They are certainly not saved. Certainly not. Any man who is saved by the blood of Jesus Christ cannot be capable of doing this much damage to me. That's not possible. It's not possible. You don't just go into people's lives and fuck them up like that. You don't just do that. Oh, I dyed my hair red. I just needed a change. I just needed a change. I don't know. You know what I got really into over COVID? I know this is going to sound really cheesy, but I got really into the Marvel movies. And I don't know, I guess I just liked, I liked Scarlett Johansson's hair in that movies, or some of those movies. Some of those movies, her hair looks like shit, but like, in most of the movies, her red hair was really pretty. And then I like Joan from Mad Men, and then of course I like Jessica Rabbit. I love Jessica Rabbit. I feel like I'm Jessica Rabbit in some way. I'm this estranged girl from a lot of male comics' lives. But yeah, I would stand by them in the end, though, I guess. That's what it says. And you know what? I think I have stood by them, some of those men, when they needed me to. I messaged this guy who, really hurt me a lot. Was very hurtful to me. He got into some hot water, and I messaged him. I just said, hey, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your family. And I just said I was really sad about what happened between us, but I forgave him. And I felt better. God, I felt so much better. So much better. Just like, it was just a weight lifted. I had to write him that text message. You know what I mean? And I hope he got it, and I hope he appreciated it, you know. And I do hope everything is okay. Even though I don't think anything's ever going to be the same again. Well, that's my vlog for today. today. Well, oh, the clubs are open. I'm stripping again. Ah, that's my big news. I'm stripping again. I'm a fat stripper right now. I'm a fat stripper. Oh, fuck. I'm so fat right now. Shit. I know. I'm so upset. Damn it. I've got fat over COVID. I have to strip fat for a while. No, but it's okay. I look fine. I'm very fit. I've been working out a lot. I've been working out a lot in COVID, so I look really good. But I'm just bigger, a little bit bigger. I tried on one of my old teddies, and it was like, oh my god, like it was just like I had a wedgie in my pussy. Like it was so bad. I was like, ah, like I put it on. I was like, ah, like it hurt, and I just had to take it off. It's so tight. It's so small, and it's just like, it was so bad. But yeah, but I like it. I like being able to work. I like being able to have a job, and I'm so grateful. I actually like stripping. I do. I mean, with the sexual assaults and the rapes and stuff like that, kind of made me like more irritable. Like it made me more like defensive. Like being touched. I was really sensitive about being touched. If guys wanted to touch me, they had to pay me a lot of money to touch me. Like you know what I mean? And I was just, I didn't, and it kind of stopped. I stopped making as much money because I wasn't. You have to have sort of like, your boundaries. You have to let guys touch you, not like your private parts, obviously, but like, other places, they want to touch you, and you have to let them. And so if you're triggered, or if you're having a bad day, or if you're, thinking about being abused, you know what I mean, or if you're being abused currently. It makes stripping really hard. It makes it a lot harder. When it and I don't know, like it's a good way to make money. It's a working class girl's way to make money. It's how it is. It's economics. It's socioeconomics. That's all it is. Stripping is economics. I need to have time to pursue the things that I want to pursue, like school, like internships, like comedy, like anything that I want to do. I want to do whatever I want. God damn it, I want to do whatever I want. Stripping lets me do whatever I want. How is that so hard to understand? Okay, is that okay? Can guys just like get the fuck over it and just like date me and not give a shit? Like, can they just like are their dicks that small? Like, what the fuck? Does your dick not work? That you can't get over me being a stripper? Because, I'm like a demon in bed, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so good in bed. Like, that's like, I think that's like a little present. And then I have like a tiny pussy. I have like the smallest little pussy. It's like my God. It's like God gave me, this is what, like God gave me an ace. Like God gave me two aces. He gave me my looks and he gave me my tiny pussy. Okay, that's it. God gave me that and then nothing. Okay, that's all I have. That's all I have for this world. So I became a stripper. You know what I mean? It makes sense, right? Like seriously, my pussy is like unbelievably small. And I have low self-esteem. Get this. I have low self-esteem. My pussy is this small and I have low self-esteem. Because of men. Men make me feel bad about myself. Even though I have the world's smallest pussy, I feel bad about myself because of men. That's how it is. That's patriarchy. And it's not going anywhere. But I will fight with my life. I'm putting my life on the line, and I will fight for women. And I will help women. And I will help young girls. And I will defend the self-esteem of women everywhere. I will stand up for every woman's right to have a strong sense of self-esteem. A strong sense of self-esteem. I don't know. Well, anyways, it's my solemn vow. Well, let's see. Look, honestly, I'm fine. I'm on a journey. Everyone needs to understand. Look, I was raped 3 times. Okay? I was raped 3 times. I'm sorry. I'm a little fucked up. I'm a little messed up. I'm a little mixed up. I need time, and screw that back. To screw my screws back in. I need time, and I need help, and I need support. And I need kindness, and I need friends, and I need people to stop abusing me. I need people to stop mistreating me. But I can't always protect myself, and that's just the reality. I know I'm going to have these moments with men again, and my PTSD is just going to be triggered. I'm going to get so depressed, and it happens all the time. These these male comics, they're just like, you know what these male comics are? You know what these male comics are? They're like of mice and men. You know like that. You know, like they're just giant retards who don't know their own strength. You know, so you have to shoot them in the back of the head after they fuck up. You know, isn't that how it is? Isn't that what it's like? Is that the metaphor? Anyways, well, that's my blog for today. Like and subscribe and share. And wish me luck on my first day back at my home club in Beverly Hills. Woo! I'm so excited. Okay.